How about them Brooklyn Dodgers? Are they bums or what?
We have a soap today from Gentleman's Nod.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
And on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, and you're here on a great day.
You
It's
are.
a Gentleman's Nod episode, and those are some of our all-time favorite songs.
It's been a while.
We're
We had to
such
get
fans.
going.
It has. It's been way too long. So today, our mention is a classic aftershave. To go along with Classic Aftershave Month. A little while into the hobby, we got a phone call from Jerry Plessy, the Shave Dad. Check out his group on Facebook. And he said, guys, before you dive into the artisan world of aftershaves, go down to Walgreens, go down to CVS, and grab yourself a couple of the classics. Grab yourself Clubman. Grab yourself the... And this one
too
was on his list. Y'all, this is Parasso Green, and it is different than a shave soap. But what do you think of this one? She was actually a little more fan than I was.
It's really refreshing, and it's different than the soap.
Yeah.
And there's just something about it that I feel like I can use any time of the day, and it has a nice kind of uplifting vibe.
Yeah.
So if I've been running around all day and I don't want to hop in the shower or anything, and I just want to smell good, sometimes I'll just throw that on and be like, oh hey, why not?
And just enough menthol to brace you, just to give you a little slap of cold, but not enough to like stay there with a little bit of a freeze. Just the perfect amount, y'all.
And it just has like a citrusy sweet thing at the end that I get that I really like on me at least. So I've enjoyed it.
And the Shave Dad will remind you that some of these classic aftershaves pair beautifully with the artisan shave soaps that are out there. So check them out next time you're at the store.
It's kind of fun to go back to like the original art side.
And just because we were way more impressed with this than we thought we would be. You know what I mean? So.
And it's fun to have something from, the history of what's shaving in our den. It's just nice to reach and grab it sometimes.
Yeah.
And our soap today is actually along the themes of baseball here, as you can tell. So there's someone we need to have you meet, and it's about time. Let's meet the soap.
So, y'all, before we meet the soap, I wanted you to at least have a brief introduction for the ball player it honors. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jackie Robinson. He was the kind to risk a court-martial toward the end of his military service for refusing to give up his seats on the bus as an African-American man, and eventually became the first African-American to play professional Major League Baseball in the United States. And in a little bit of research we were doing for this episode, we heard a quote from the manager who was the one who hired Jackie to play for the Brooklyn Dodgers. They said Jackie Robinson wasn't necessarily the most talented baseball player on the team that they had to choose from, but he had the best character because he was going to have to, as the first African-American ball player, can you imagine what he'd have to deal with stepping into the batter's box as the very first black player, y'all? It was not pretty in a lot of ways. And what was his response? To smile and ignore the hatred and to hit every third ball that was thrown at him. He had a 333 average, y'all. So hold on. It was just that. He was that special of a guy. So I love that this soap is there to honor him. And this is from the sales page at Gentleman's Nod. Let's try. And actually, right before we read this, we should probably tell you something we meant to tell you this whole time.
Right.
This artisan's name is Gentleman's Nod, and this is what it's named after. You ready? So when you pass another gentleman in the street and he gives you the gentleman's nod.
Kind of like the tip of the hat vibe.
That's what it's named after, right? So here we go. Here's the description.
From the website, Jackie was a pioneer in numerous ways and eminently deserving of the gentleman's nod, as evidenced by the retiring of number 42 across every MLB team.
Jackie is the quintessential masculine fragrance, a fresh, new, aromatic fougere. The top carries a beautiful, fresh quality that lasts all the way into the transition to the dry down. The mid brings the familiar, and we're not going to say what's in there because it starts to give away some set notes at this point. Oh, I'm excited.
I'm so intrigued.
And I love among all these characters that Gentleman's Nod chose to honor that one of them was a baseball player, y'all, because that can be just as important as what everybody else did, right? I think the way some of these ball players, especially like during the Depression or during some of the harder part, during the war, especially during some of the harder times that this country has seen, baseball players would be right up there with Ernest Hemingway as far as how they kept our spirits lifted.
He had a very important role.
Very important. So you know what? Let's let him out of the batter's box. Let's open it up. All right. right, this is how they come from Gentleman's Nod, y'all. I think we bought this one just on its own.
We did. We kept reading, and there's certain other ones that are named after people, and this one kept coming back. I'm like, I feel like we gotta do it.
That's right. I found the Splash on sale at the Witch Haven store. That's what it was. And then we went and bought the soap to match.
Okay.
Oh, is there stuff? Is there stuff?
I forgot.
Hey, look at this. Chris, what did you do?
Boy.
Thanks, buddy. What did we
see?
get?
Let's see.
Oh, George! We got a George EDP sample, y'all. And what's the other one?
Oh,
Calabria! Guess what? This one's for y'all because we already have not only Calabria, but we have a couple of samples.
And
so
then
you
I
can
forgot
keep that one.
We got Terry.
We got a note! Oh, it's such a good day here at the Barbershop Duet. Oh, I love these little cards.
Terry.
We appreciate you, handcrafted and packaged with care by Terry.
And she wrote thanks on the note.
Very cool. Oh, this is so
we
cool.
haven't even gotten to it yet.
Is it in there? How do we know if we have the summer one with the menthol in it? I'm not sure.
Right.
Let's
We're going to find out.
Ooh, I love the wrapped in tissue paper, the little touches from the artisans, right?
It's been hiding under the piano for way too long. I'm so glad we get to bust this out.
Oh, it looks like Johnny Ibbott's blue.
Does. Oh, look, there's a glove in the background.
I missed that. That's awesome. Look at that, y'all.
But there's
so cool. I know some of the labels used to say 42, and now they say Jackie.
Oh, yeah, and then on the side, I see. Now it matches some of the other ones.
This is
and
so
the side
cool.
label.
And hold on, let's open
yes. Well, we're opening things.
Let's see if they match.
It's an unwrapping, not just an unboxing. See, they double wrap. Make sure nothing
Sealed
sneaks
for
out.
your protection. There we go. Oh, these bottles from Gentleman's Nod. Look at the frosted glass. They're so beautiful.
I'm so glad we get to add another one to the bed. Yay!
All right, y'all, batters up. Let's have a first impression.
It's kind of the Gentleman's Nod color. See? Look.
Yes.
It matches. Kind of matches.
Very nice. She's got the swag on. All right. I think you should go first.
You think?
Yeah, I want to see your face.
I have no idea what to expect. I mean, we've done one other baseball one, and it was very baseball-y field. But this one is for the person.
If you saw our Instagram Live, we have a little iffy soap series we do.
are.
Sometimes we are warned by the community of a soap that might be particularly infamous, and they want to see our live reactions. So head over to Instagram and check out our live series reviews if you want a little
guessing
bit
this
of a
is
fun
going to be
time.
completely opposite.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is
we haven't had one in a while.
a little more appetizing.
I'm kind of excited.
Let's have a first impression.
Here's your, would you like to see the pour here?
Beautiful.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Take it in. See what it brings you.
Oh, fun.
Yeah? What do you got?
Yeah, it's interesting because the last few from Gentleman's Nod have been places. This is actually a person.
Right. Calabria, Catalana, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's very refreshing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what are you getting? We did not look at the scent notes at all for this one yet. Now, I know there's a little menthol in it. That's all I know.
It does have the Gentleman's Nod vibes to it for sure.
Yeah,
it's got that
love it.
clean little hidden citrus in there. But then there's something, I don't think it's leather, and I'm not sure if it's woods, but there's something that's a little bit more masculine.
Okay.
It's not too complex of a smell.
Oh.
Like you get it, it's all really blends well together.
Right.
If you dig, you can tell there's a lot of layers going on. But I do, the part that we read about how something stays all the way through, I do get that.
Oh, okay, because generally our Gentleman's Nod are like the height of complexity.
It's a newer, there's something in here that's newer that we have not had from them before, and I can't figure out what it is. Nice. I like it. I just can't figure out.
Now, what's your scent intensity? How strong is it?
It's the normal Gentleman's Nod, kind of a little more on the potency side. Mm-hmm.
Right. Out of 5, maybe.
Yes, for sure.
All right.
But it's fun. It's different.
Oh, now do you get like grassy stuff? Do you get like a baseball diamond?
No, that's what I was expecting. I don't get all that. I mean, there may be like a vetiver or something in here, but for some reason, because I was thinking baseball, like outdoorsy, or woods, or leathers, or the glove, like I was thinking it would be a darker scent.
Right.
But it's not. There's something about it that is like, I mean, obviously we haven't met Jackie, but I feel like what we've heard is he's got a good vibe. He's the one that pulled the team through. There is something that pulls through here, and I am enjoying getting to know it. It's not as citrusy and it's not as pretty as some of the Gentleman's Naughty stuff can be.
Right.
That's all I got. That was a lot. But
I
don't know if that helped
that
at
was
all.
a thorough analysis. I appreciate that. All right, let's dive in here.
I'm
Let's see
sure
what we
your
got.
face will show what I was trying to say.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go.
Some people had said to do Jackie, and I totally get why now.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah?
Yes. I was kind of expecting darker, cologne or spicier.
Right. A little heavy. I don't know why. Just assuming
Nope.
baseball.
This starts clean and brighter and beautiful. Oh.
Like it makes you want to meet the dude.
Like a really unique citrus is what greets you in this like a sunrise.
Yeah, it is a different citrus. I know that some of the other ones we'd had from them recently had a lot more bergamot and stuff in it. There's something different.
Okay, so for me, there are two citruses that happen on the top. One of them is a lemon, limey, orangey kind of thing that greets you, and it's friendly and it's familiar. And the other one is a grapefruit. And it's almost the grapefruit maybe that we found in Vincent, right? And it's just a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit drier, right? It doesn't take you to sour or bitter, but it just has this like, I don't know, stately more elegance to the citrus.
I would agree. Yes.
Yeah, see what you think.
It's funny because I don't get the zesty side of the citruses.
Right.
I get more of like the sweeter, savory side of the citrus. If that makes sense.
Yes. So that first bit I get, the lemon, lime, orange, that's the sugary part, but it's very little of it. It's like 20%. Then it opens into that grapefruitiness and it smooths out and just makes it dignified and dapper.
Now that I'm coming back to this, it does have almost a cologne vibe. If I could pick, like there is something that I know that it's masculine,
right.
You know, but it's not a heavy scent.
Right. And then in the middle, there's something beautiful and a little bit maybe woody.
Yeah, but
and
it's a different wood.
Gentle spice, but just
It's a lighter wood.
Right. It's lighter, but it's just something to kind of keep it in the middle, right? Something for that citrus to sit on.
Yes.
Some kind of wood. Some kind of living wood. And
we
then
will see.
Under it.
There may be like a really masculine floral.
Maybe.
Because it's not dark.
Maybe.
And sometimes the base, like more woods, more other stuff, more leathers, they are darker.
I could totally see that. Like if you had it some kind of magical floral combination that would hint at a leather, that would hint at a cashmere, but it's not really a cashmere.
Yeah, it's whatever. I feel like I don't want to scare you with the word floral. It's definitely in there, but I think it just cleans it up. It's kind of energizing. Like when I smell it, it does have like, I've got energy to play a game. I'm ready to go do something.
That's what it is. It's some citrus that's paired with a floral that's not normally paired with it, but it gives me this beautiful new color.
It does.
Ooh,
like it's not only because we do have Johnny. It's not that type of citrus at all. It's something different.
No, it's more the Vincent citrus, I think. And then whatever is hiding in that background might be a little bit more evident in the splash, because whatever is hiding in the base notes are what's intriguing me, but I can't pick it out.
No, I can't either.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
Shake.
Oh.
Run away.
Drop my lid. Oh.
Yeah? Different?
Oh. Yes. Now, I thought this would go a little less sweet than Vincent.
Okay.
Doesn't. It's more sweet than Vincent. And here we go. Watch this. Ready? Here we go.
Oh. Coming at you.
Lovely.
Coming at you.
Look at that. There's stuff being done.
I forget because they have the darker
aftershave.
jar. Oh.
And I do have it on good authority. Chris formulates the aftershave a little bit differently than the soap.
Right, we have heard that.
The scents bind a little bit differently to the different mediums, so he takes advantage of that. And y'all, whoa.
Oh, there is something a little more savory in the end.
Right, and then something as beautiful as powder that at the very end waves goodbye.
It almost could be a little boozy.
Yes, but it's not a bourbon. It's not your darker boozies.
Maybe because you have like beer at the baseball game? I don't know.
Oh,
but there is something at the end that like, that's a spin on something I wasn't expecting.
Wow, something a little mentholy. I am getting a little sense of the grass, but it's not grass. I don't know how they're doing that.
Green, but not grass.
Whoa.
I mean, I would agree smelling that. And it's like a resiny kind of a...
Yeah,
like, I don't know. You know what you put on your gloves? Like it's a resiny kind of powdery something.
Right? Wow. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, there's a mystery player in here, y'all, that's making everything better. Boy, isn't that a good metaphor for Jackie Robinson.
Right?
Hey, let's look at the set notes. Hey.
Oh.
We did pretty good.
Oh, that's the other citrus.
We did pretty good, y'all. So
now
it wasn't an orange lemon limey citrus. It was pineapple, y'all.
But look what it's mixed with.
I know. So peppermint, that's the mentholy stuff, y'all. Peppermint is the first note in the top, and then pineapple.
Totally sweet without being too sweet. That's exactly it.
And then that meets with the lime together, and then finally
green notes.
What did we say?
We said green.
We said grass.
Wow.
Right? A little bit of vinegar.
Pretty good. Good day.
Good on this one. Okay. That's just the top notes.
But
and
this is where I was
here's where we start
right.
to get really wrong.
No, because I said there was a floral in here.
Okay, so say geranium.
Different floral.
Right. And what we said was a floral that's not usually binding with citrus, right? Lavender.
And then
Jasmine. And then Sarah was right, as predicted, Orange Blossom.
Wow, we're doing pretty good.
Wow. And I'm certainly glad we didn't even try to take a swing at the bass notes.
No, now that I see it, it makes so much sense.
Look at these. I would not have known how to find these, but they're all here and it's beautiful. And
They
let's
are
think about
lighter
Jackie
woods, though.
Robinson. That's kind of cool, right? A little musk, a little tobacco, right?
Yep.
Just to
Baseball,
masculate
right?
up a
That
little
was
bit.
it.
Love it. Amber woods.
And then sandalwood. So they are lighter woods.
Right. And speaking of Parasso at the beginning of this episode,
right.
we have had sandalwood fixed for us because we tried Parasso red.
Oddly
And boy, when you smelled that,
enjoyable.
it was so different than the cremo sandalwood I was used to. If you've tried them both, put in the comments. That sandalwood is what I smell in
And
this.
it's super fun. A lot of these we have not had together, but they work. I totally can get the peppermint pineapple and
Smell
green.
for that peppermint pineapple. That's awesome.
They fit so
Awesome.
well.
So this is not
Wow.
Aventus, y'all. I know Aventus is known for pineapple. Country Mile from Aventus, y'all. This is not that.
No,
this
no,
is
no.
the other way.
Wow. Okay. I kind of want to ladder this up now and see because those scent notes. Now that I'm reading them, I feel like we're gonna get a whole new layer. Like after we get some little
Yes,
love in
especially
there.
now that we got the splash on, because these are meant to be layered. They are formulated to be layered. They're
But
a
that
little
makes
bit
sense
different.
why this comes sweeter off the puck.
Right.
It doesn't hit like a gourmandy sweet, which is
Oh
good.
no, get that
It
out of your
doesn't.
head. This is as far
And
from
I
gourmand.
knew it wasn't a bergamot, but that was as close as I could get just because sometimes that's a little sweeter.
Yeah, this is as far from gourmand as a horse saddle, y'all. This is not gourmand. Oh, I'm getting the green more in the lather. It's just beautiful.
And now that we've had the splash next to it, you can start to find little things under that are different, right?
Smell this. I smell outside at the ballpark, y'all.
I am more outside.
I know, and I don't know how because I'm not. There's nothing like grassy
No, I
in
mean,
here that I'm
maybe
getting.
more of
There's
the
a
woods?
green note, but it's not like grass.
No,
But how are they doing that? I am getting that sense of getting a waft from the infield.
Right?
And I've been to Chicago. It's windy. I know what that waft
Right.
smells.
It's a fresh day. Like you can
Right.
tell. I don't know how, but you can definitely tell. I'm glad we lathered because this does smell sweeter here.
It does.
And then it does
Right.
open up more there.
And it's a little bit more bracing, a little bit more dry in the splash, which is nice.
No,
which
it is.
nice.
That's kind of more what I expected. But
Right.
it still doesn't become a dark scent. It's still a lighter, fresh kind of scent.
Right.
And I mean, I just, because of the label, I don't know why I was thinking baseball, that would be a little darker. Completely wrong.
Right.
And I like that.
I'm just so now that we've got this incredible lineup of scent notes, why don't we take this on the road and go deep? We spend an hour a day outside on our walk. So depending on the season, we're going to get beautiful florals, we're going to get beautiful woods, and I almost find myself reaching for splashes that will complement whatever the natural
Yes.
day smells like. So if there are not a lot of flowers or stuff on the trees, I like to wear something sweet to kind of balance it out. But on a beautiful summer day, when there's lots of sweet stuff in the air and you're on your way to a baseball game, you're not going to want something flowery sweet that's going to compete with what's naturally happening. You're going to want something a little bit drier that knows exactly how to grab onto those beautiful natural summer scents and amplify them and complement them and blend with them. That is what this does. It's not too sweet.
No.
It's one of our probably least sweet soaps, but it's one of my favorite
And it does,
scents.
I
This
do
is
get a
great for
summer
those days.
vibe. Like now
Right.
that you say that, I
Right.
really do. Like think baseball outside, that fresh air, even like approaching spring, summer
Right.
vibes. Like it is that spring training kind of a weather,
And
you know?
somehow a sense, a vibe of fresh cut grass without it being fresh cut grass, which I
Yep.
think for a baseball scent is a really smart choice.
And hard to do. We have not
Yeah.
had that pulled off as easily.
Right.
The green sometimes gets too green.
And let's face it, there are some things about baseball that can get a little stinky. The pine tar, and there are some scents that the baseball gloves. There are some things that can be a little bit bracing.
Right.
And what I love is this has somehow captured all of that just by not being so sweet on the sweet side.
But made it like turned it pretty and beautiful.
Right.
Like something, I just redefined what that is. I do get like if we're sitting in a baseball, stands and you're getting fresh wind coming through, like there's just something that's kind of refreshing that's going on. It's not
Right.
hot and sweaty kind of day.
Right.
There's something about having a breeze in the air with this that I'm getting.
And there is something about this. Now that I think about like what an athlete would wear, this is kind of the things that like the athletes that I know would
agree.
wear. My friend Kevin climbs Everest. It was like those kind of
totally
things. That's what, right. That's what these kind of guys would smell like. I think.
There's a fun adventure, and like you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna persevere.
Right.
Like I just get this vibe of like it's gonna be a good day.
Right.
No matter if we win or not, we're gonna have a good day playing the game. Like there's just something in this smell.
Now, I was going to initially say, maybe because my brain is so plugged into baseball right now, but I was going to immediately say, I don't think this is quite for the ladies. I think this would be more for the boys. But the more I think about it, and kind of just take a step back from baseball.
Right.
Because Chris
just
does
smell
such
it?
beautiful work at Gentleman's Nod.
There is a different green to this where sometimes
Yeah.
people take that more masculine,
Yeah.
but it is right on the cusp of being not
This
crazy masculine.
could be a lovely feminine smell depending on the day. One that's not overly sweet.
Yeah.
But again, beautiful. Just because it does have those gentle edges to it.
It does. And this is a new way of us smelling tobacco. It's very hidden in there.
You're right. I wonder if it's like the leaf or the flower.
Right, because it's a different type of, or maybe it's just how it complements with the other stuff going on.
Right.
It's not as potent as as soon as you read it, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
tobacco.
And that
but
top
it is a
note
base.
is so bright. It's a little bright for the tobacco, but that, I betcha, is intended. Because it's funny, let's have a grown-up conversation. Tobacco was not really something that was completely prized in baseball. I mean, everybody's known, Big League Chew, everybody's known for having a wad of tobacco in their mouth. But the world's most valuable baseball card is that valuable because they originally came in tobacco pouches. And this dude did not want his face, Wagner, I think his name was, associated with tobacco.
Oh.
So like all the way back, tobacco was kind of a thing that was a part of baseball, but kind of an unspoken thing because you didn't want the kids to do it too, right? So maybe that's why the tobacco note is a little hidden in here because in baseball, tobacco can be a little bit hidden.
But I do feel like it's something
Perfect
about
sense to
being
me.
at the undertone, the bass tone.
Right.
It really does help balance out. Otherwise, the top would have been too bright and too clean.
Right.
Like there's something that had to
Right.
kind of give it that tug of war.
Let me take another one.
Yeah, I mean, I can smell it a little bit more here. And there is the sandalwoods are definitely more here than I got off of that.
Yeah. But there is something in here that's swinging around that's not in there. Something in the middle.
Yes.
Wait. What were the middle notes in it? Geranium, lavender, jasmine. No, it's something darker. Wait.
There's musk.
I think it's the amber. I think it's the amber and musk. You're getting a little bit more of the amber and musk in here. Makes sense again.
Yes,
Makes sense to me. And because that, you didn't want it to really go musky. You wanted it to be a lovely reminder of this scent, right? And I think if you made it too musky in the cologne, it would read too much as like an homage or a dupe or something to a cologne,
And
right?
this is not. This is a very refreshing, fun
get that out of your head.
mix.
I've never smelled anything like this.
No.
before. But except maybe a little hint of that grapefruit from Vincent.
Right. No, but it is because it's the same people. I feel like sometimes there are some notes that you're like, oh, that really does remind me of their
And I
other
am
thing.
such a fan of that only because if you watched the episode, I was really scared of grapefruit until we shot our Vincent episode. Because I knew it was
Clean
grapefruit
that out.
forward. But as soon as I smelled it, I was like, oh, I get it.
Right.
This is not those grapefruits from my grandfather's tree. These are some real beautiful
But
things.
it's fun getting to know. I know we were talking about maybe doing Ernest or something else, but there's some that have like names. It is really cool to see the lineup and get to know them
that's true.
through scent.
Yeah.
Like when else would you be able to kind of smell and meet someone?
Right.
You know, this is a great introduction to meeting Jackie in a new way.
And I love that they use the first names because they are that iconic. You don't want a shaving soap named after Jackie Gleason, I don't think. Because as funny as he was, it was pretty evident on TV the guy wasn't smelling all that great. But you saw those pictures of Jackie Robinson in his suit after his baseball career was over.
Cleaned up,
that was a
looking good.
dapper, gorgeous man, y'all. So it makes perfect sense to me.
This completely makes
smell
sense.
like.
And I love that it's two things that we would have never thought were in this. We didn't pick up the peppermint and we didn't pick up the pineapple.
Right. Oh, and let's talk about that peppermint for just a second. What a beautiful way that sits on your shoulder because it doesn't really read as peppermint. It just
No.
reads as a little bracing morning breeze through
Right.
the ballpark, right?
And I know Chris is very big at taking time and really formulating the scent the way he wants it and in a new way. And I can tell this isn't something that we have yet
No.
in its own mix. And
Yeah.
I love reading some notes and being like, was that in there?
Right.
Like they just blend together so well that you have no idea that that's what you just smelled.
Yeah. So all you have to do is be someone of superlative talent and equally superlative character. Have an older brother who's really inspiring. And then when it comes time, you're going to get called up to the Brooklyn Dodgers. You're going to be the first one in 26 years to steal all the bases. And when you retire, your name will be infamous throughout the annals of not just baseball, but Americana in general. And it's pretty evident in everything that we read that it had to be Jackie Robinson to do it. You just got it. So, go on over to gentlemansnod.com for this and a wide range of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my baseball shave, y'all. What a beautiful special occasion lather Gentleman's Nod is indeed. The way it just stays on your face, thick and sticky where you put it, and just does something magical to the hair itself. Makes the razor dance across it like an ice skater, y'all. And the scent, just a generous little hint of menthol at the beginning, and then underneath that, this beautiful, dapper, well put together scent that just makes you feel like you're in the middle of a big, glorious green lawn, and you got 35,000 people cheering for you. That's what this makes me feel like. A beautiful morning shave with a beautiful soul to do it with. Little homage to Jackie Robinson. Thank you, Gentleman's Nod. Welcome to Messages.
So Sterling has made a soap to honor their pets, friends till the end, and we've decided we want to include you and your pets in our episode.
So send them in, no matter what kind of pet you have. Give us their name, give us your name, and we're going to put them in the episode at the end in a little collage. So send them here to We Sent You at thebarbershopduet.com, and look forward to that one along with us.
Can't wait to meet them.
Yeah, little hints of reminders from some of the other Gentleman's Nod soaps, just so you know they're from the same artist. If you hear two songs by Ella Fitzgerald, you know they're by Ella Fitzgerald, right? But a totally different scent, and I love this.
And I love that it gets the message out about Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a reminder.
Just keep the name alive, right?
And
He's
the
been
number,
going for a while now.
the number 42 is gone because it's his number.
Across all of baseball,
That
y'all.
is
How cool
crazy.
is that, right?
Yeah. I do love getting to know the way that Chris decides to portray these men so far in the shave soap. It's a fun way to like really get to know them and bring them back and keep them around.
Yeah, one of my favorite paintings of John F. Kennedy is a pencil sketch of him like looking out the window, sort of distressed, right? So I love that with this, instead of drawing him with a pencil, he has drawn him with sense. And when we take it in, whoa, we get to visit him in the same way. And that's very cool.
I never would have thought we'd be having a shave show and sitting here smelling what an awesome player smelled like and being like, yeah, I dig it. I'd wear it. Because you think baseball and you're like, oh, sweaty dude running the bases. But no, this is totally what I think his personality would be.
Right, and they've got a few more. Ernest Hemingway, and I think, is George Washington? I'm not even sure. I just kind of assumed. But hey, there's more characters to meet with Gentleman's Nod. Thank you, Chris, for creating these little adventures for
Can't
us.
wait to meet him. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.